Let's start by rolling the shoulders. So big circles all the way around. Breathe through each one. Now we're going to change direction, bring the opposite way. Nice big circles. 3, 2, 1. Drop the head. Roll the shoulders. You get to the front, change direction, bring it back. All the way back the opposite way. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, hands on the hips, feet shoulder apart with a little circle around and bring it back. All around, all the way back. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees, hands on the knees, and we're going to do a circle around and back. Make sure we're keeping our back straight here. Don't let. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Last one out onto the toe and big circle and bring it all the way back. Moving the whole way through that ankle. Stop to the other side. Okay. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going to start bringing our arms up to shoulder height. So make sure first that our shoulders back and down. So we're rolling our shoulders back and down like this. Arms are shoulder height, and we're just going to do little circle. So tiny circles, keeping those shoulders pinched together the whole time as well. I'm going to change direction, bring it the opposite way. Very small circles with our fingertips. 3, 2, 1. Let's go up and down. And last one, we're going to hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Shake it out. Okay, we're going to keep those hands up. We're going to rotate one hand. So one hand up, around, and the other arm is going to go the opposite direction. So it's still rotating. Thumbs are both facing the ceiling, palms are both facing the ceiling, and then we're going to alternate. So one arm, opposite arm. So one arm's going forward, one arm's going back, but we're rotating through our shoulder joint here. All around and back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, let's let it go, shake it out. We're going to grab a chair or try and put yourself beside something that you can, a wall, or let me put your hand on the side. Okay. We're going to stand up tall, resting our hand on whatever we have. We're going to lift out and back with that. So up tall, core is tight. We're not moving our upper body. That's why we have our hands balancing ourselves. Out as far as we can and back. Exhale out, inhale back. Now try not to lean as much as we can. So if you are starting to lean to go further, stop doing it. Just stay upright and just out as far as you can. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Shake that leg out front. And then we're going to just lift up and we're going to bring forward and back. Forward, back. Keeping that other foot stable into the ground. Again, we're not leaning forward or back with it. We're just moving to our joint. Pushing as far back as we can and lifting as far forward as we can. Four, 3, 2, one more. Okay, down. Just gonna lift that leg out just out as far as we can and slowly back in. Again, we're not leaning into it. We're gonna keep ourselves as upright as possible. Push the foot out and slowly back in. So keep it moving the whole time. Out as far as you can and back in. 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to go back and forth this time. So back, forth. Push forward, forward, forward as you can, and as far back. So keep going. Really squeezing back each time and using that hip flexor to move forward as well. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Next one. We're back to our first foot. Okay. And you lift that foot up, but you're going to do a little circle with the heel. Okay. Again, we're trying to just go as far as we can without leaning over to each side. Nice little circles. And we're going to change the opposite direction. Three, 2, 1. Drop down. Offside now. So little circle with that heel. Okay, keeping ourselves upright the whole time. Moving through that hip the whole time. Keep it going. And change direction opposite way. And keeping ourselves as balanced as we can the whole time. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, drop down, shake out the legs. I'll pop that to the side. We're going to bring our feet wide and hip distance apart, and we're just going to bring ourselves plant fingers to the mat if you can. If you can't reach the mat, just let yourself hang. Goal is to get as close as we can here. Now walk your hands back behind as far as you can. Walk them back to center. Going to bring them over to one side. And if you can just as far down the leg as you can go.
Bring it back to center. Walk to the opposite leg. Back to center, walk them back. Far as you can. Bring them back. Now we're going to come down into our box position next. So, onto our hands and knees here, we're going to roll our shoulders back and roll them forward. As much as we can, all the way around, all the way back. Getting those shoulders moving. Four, 3, 2, 1. We're going to tuck the hips, drop the head, push up into our cat position, and untuck and come back and looking up back to cow. So we're going to do a few of these. Imagine there's a string in the center of your back, pull you up, moving that spine. Squeeze those knees to lift up. 4, 3, 2, one more. Okay, we're going to spread our fingers as wide as we can here. And we're just going to push over our hands and back. So we're stretching our wrists a little bit here, but we're also, by widening our hands, we're going to stretch out our hands. So this might feel really weird. I find it very tight on my hands because our hands are normally closed. So what we're doing is we're trying to push them out into the opposite position that they never go into. It's a bit odd, but it's all right. 4, 3, 2, 1. If you feel comfortable to, bring your hands to the side. And again, keep them nice and flat. We'll go side, side. Again, only if you feel comfortable to do so. You can stay in the position we're already going for. Over and back. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, I'm going to shake them out. Let those hands move around a little bit. From there, we're going to stay in this position. We're going to lift one leg back, and what we're going to do is going to bring our toe as close to our ear as we can and back. Without rotation, so we're just bringing our toe as close to our ear as we can. Out in a straight line, and back. Out in a straight line, and back. If you want to make it a little harder, you can keep it elevated, or you can pop it down each time. 4, 3, 2, and we're going for one more here, and back, bring it back. We're going to go to the opposite side now, so again, extend that foot out, come across, and back. Yeah, we want to keep our body as still as we can while we're doing this. Getting that toe as high up as you can, and back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back in, knee back in. We're just going to sit back onto the heels, pull our hands forward into a little child's pose. Okay, walk your hands over to one side. Bring it back to center. And bring it back to the opposite side. And back to center. And what we're going to do is we're going to come forward, we're going to drop our hips, hands either side of our body, and then just push up, much as comfortable for you, and look up towards the ceiling. 3, 2, 1. Let's slowly lower back down. Okay, we're going to bring our hands. You have 3 options here. You can have your hands at your temples, at your sides, right in front of you. So, sides is easiest, temples medium, and out in front of you is the hardest. We're going to keep eyes on the floor, and we're just going to lift up as high as we can and slowly lower. You do not look up as you do this, eyes on the floor. Lift up, slowly lower. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, next one. We're going to bring our hands out. So, forwards on the mat, hands are out and above ground. And you're going to bring it up to your sides and up to your ears. And back, keeping your shoulders engaged. So, back and down first, up and back. Bring to your side, up to your ears. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. You check it out too. Again, keeping our hands there, we're going to bring our arms out. We're going to bring our shoulder blades together and back. So pulling your hands back and down. We want to keep them elevated the whole time, so we don't want them, our hands to touch the mat each time. Keeping our eyes down, hands are elevated, pull your shoulder blades together and back. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go, shake it out. Roll your shoulders back, give them a little bit of a breather. Last one here, we're going to put our hands out in front of us again. We're going to go one arm and one leg. So one arm rises and one leg rises, okay? And we're going to alternate. So use your glute to lift your leg, and use the back of that shoulder to pull the arm up. Alternate. Okay, we're going to do 2 more each side. 2. Okay, we come back up. We're going to sit onto our mat, so we're going to come cross-legged. We're just going to do a few shoulder stretches. So we're going to start with one arm across the body, hook in. Just make sure you're not on the elbows, so either side. Just pull in towards your body. And a light stretch in the back of the shoulder. Little off there with our shoulders, so pull in towards yourself. And swap it over. Okay, just pull in towards yourself. If you find you can pull it a little bit closer after a couple of breaths, but don't force it. Very important we don't force it here. And let it go, shake it out. Okay, we're going to put one arm back of the head and just push down on the elbow, keeping your head up. Again, we're not forcing, we're just lightly stretching down. And breathing the whole time up. Okay, swap it over, opposite side. Three, two, one, let it go, shake it out. Bring those feet together. And we're just going to lean forward, pushing our elbows in towards our knees, push the feet to the ground, push the legs to the ground as much as we can. Just lean over slightly, keeping our shoulders together, back straight. You can bring yourself a little bit closer, bring yourself closer to your legs. If you can push them out a little bit further with your elbows, well, do. Go a little bit further, do that. Stay in there for another couple of seconds. Three, two, one. Bring it back out. Bring one leg out in front of you, keeping the other one in by the inner thigh. And we're going to inhale, exhale, just fold over as much as we can. Try to reach down the leg as far as it's comfortable for you. And let the back of that leg stretch out. If you can, go a little further down the leg. And inhale, exhale, come back up. I'm going to swap the other leg. After the leg comes in your thigh, again, we're just going to go down as far as we can, hooking at the end of the foot if we can, but if not, just hold at your shin, whichever is comfortable for you. Yeah, you can go a little bit further too. If you can't, don't worry. I'm breathing the whole time though. Three, two, one, come back up. Okay. We're going to come over back into our box position. And we're going to do two Superman. So we're going one leg forward, one arm forward. Or back, so one leg back, one arm forward. Keep yourself as square as you can. You're going to hold for 2 seconds and you're going to alternate to the other side. As far as you can, pause. As far as you can, pause. Again, we're trying not to rotate as much as possible. We're going to hold for 2 seconds, swap it over, Hold for 2 more. I'm going to go 2 more each side. And then the opposite. And 1 more each side. And next up. Okay, from that position, what we're going to do is we're going to step 1 foot around as much as we can. So we're going to actually come up into kind of a high plank and then come back. And then step. You can drop your knee when you come back. Just open up the inside of that hip, drop it down, and back. So open up the inside of that hip. We're going 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to go to the opposite side. Again, off the knees, hop up, step around, back down, step around. Getting just as close as you can. If you can get around your hand, do. If you can't, don't worry. Down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just going to sit back onto the heels and pull forward again for a second. Four, 3, 2, 1. Let's come up onto the knees. So we're going to go 1 leg forward, 1 leg back. Planting that front foot. And we are going to just push as far forward as you can. Just into its first stretch, and we're just going to stay there. Or you feel it first. A little bit of stretch, a little bit of tension. Hold it there for a second, keeping ourselves upright. If you can, push it a little bit more forward. Again, make sure you're not bending over into it, you're keeping your shoulders back. And again, we're going to try once more, a little bit more forward. And we're going to inhale, exhale, bring it back. I'm going to swap to the opposite side. Again, squeeze that glute from behind. Push a little bit more forward. Push a little forward, we get that first stretch and we stay there. We can. Bring it a little bit more forward. And again, if you can, a little more forward. If not, don't worry, stay where you are. And back up. Okay. Plant the hands back into the mat. We're going to push one towards the air, so hips towards the ceiling. Kind of downward dog position. And we're going to push our heels to the ground. Move the calves a little bit. Four, 3, 2, 1. From there, try and get the feet to the ground. Take a little step back with the hands. And then take a little step back with the hands. You need to bend your knees a little bit too, don't worry. Another little step back. And we're going to hang there again for a second, this time with our legs kind of straight. Just letting ourselves hang for a little bit. Feel the back of the leg stretch out. Your spine as well, let that just all decompress. From there, we're going to slowly come up, 1 vertebrae at a time, stacking each one up in the back. All the way up. We're going to interlock our fingers and pop them behind our back. So our chest forward and keeping our head up.
going to swap it over, pull forward, push shoulder blades as far apart as you can. Dropping the head. From there, let's lift hands up overhead, push towards ceiling. Leaning over to one side. Back to center. No, to the other side. Back to center. Let it go. And you're done, guys. Well done.